Good morning. This is Pastor Jeff. It is Monday, August 3rd, 2020. Our three readings for the day is Psalm 17, 1 through 7 and verse 15, then Genesis 31, 22 through 42, and Romans 1, 8 through 15. Let us hear the readings. Listen while I build my case, God, the most honest prayer that you'll ever hear. Show the world I'm innocent. In your heart, you know I am. Go ahead, examine me from inside out. Surprise me in the middle of the night. You'll find I'm just what I say I am. My words don't run loose. I'm not trying to get my way in world's way. I'm trying to get your way, your word's way. I'm staying on your trail. I'm putting one foot in front of the other. I'm not giving up. I call to you, God, because I'm sure of an answer. So answer. Bend your ear. Listen sharp. Paint grace graffiti on the fences. Take in your frightened children who are running from the neighborhood bullies straight to you. And me? I plan on looking you full in the face. When I get up, I'll see your full statue and live heaven on earth. Genesis 31, 22 through 42 is our Old Testament reading. 3 days later, Laban got the news. Jacob's run off. Laban rounded up his relatives and chased after him. 7 days later, they caught up with him in the hill country of Gilead. That night, God came to Laban the Aramean in a dream and said, "Be careful what you do with Jacob, whether good or bad." When Laban reached him, Jacob's tents were pitched in Gilead Mountain. Laban pitched his tents there too. "What do you mean," said Laban, "by keeping me in the dark, sneaking off, hauling my daughters off like prisoners of war? Why did you run off like a thief in the night? Why didn't you tell me? Why, I would have sent you off with a great celebration, music, timbrels, flutes, but you wouldn't permit me so much as a kiss for my daughters and grandchildren. It was a stupid thing for you to do. If I had a mind to, I could destroy you right now. But the God of your father spoke to me last night. Be careful what you do to Jacob, whether good or bad." I understand. You left because you were homesick. But why did you steal my household gods? Jacob answered Laban, "I was afraid. I thought you would take your daughters away from me by brute force. But as far as your gods are concerned, if you find that anybody here has them, that person dies. With all of us watching, look around. If you find anything here that belongs to you, take it." Jacob didn't know that Rachel had stolen the gods. Laban went through Jacob's tent, Leah's tent, and then the tents of 2 maids, but didn't find them. He went from Leah's tent to Rachel's, but Rachel had taken the household gods, put them inside a camel cushion, and was sitting on them. When Laban had gone through the tent, searching high and low without finding a thing, Rachel said to her father, "Don't think I'm being disrespectful, my master, that I can't stand before you, but I'm having my period." So even though he turned the place upside and down in his search, he didn't find the household gods. Now it was Jacob's turn to get angry. He lit into Laban. "So what's my crime? What wrong have I done that you have badgered me like this? You've ransacked this place. Have you turned up a single thing that's yours? Let's see it. Display the evidence. Our 2 families can be the jury and decide between us. In the 20 years that I have worked for you, ewes and she-goats never miscarried. I never feasted on the rams from your flock. I never brought you a torn carcass killed by 2 wild animals, but that I paid for out of my own pocket. Actually, you made me pay whether it was my fault or not. I was out in all kinds of weather, from torrid heat to freezing cold, putting in many a sleepless night. For 20 years I've done this. I slaved away 14 years for your 2 daughters and another 6 years for your flock. And you changed my wages 10 times. If the God of my father, the God of Abraham, and the fear of Isaac had not stuck with me, you would have sent me off penniless. But God saw the fix I was in and how hard I had worked, and last night rendered his verdict. The New Testament reading today comes from Romans 1, 8 through 15. I thank God through Jesus Christ for every one of you. That's first. People everywhere keep telling me about your lives of faith, and every time I hear them, I thank Him and God, whom I love so much and worship and serve by spreading the good news of His Son, the message, knows that every time I think of you in my prayers, which is practically all the time, I ask Him to clear the way for me to come and see you. The longer this waiting goes on, the deeper the ache. I so want to be there to deliver God's gift in person and watch you grow stronger right before my eyes. But don't think I'm not expecting to get something out of this too. You have so much to give me, as I do to you. Please don't misinterpret my failure to visit you. You have no idea how many times I've made plans for Rome. I've been determined to get some personal enjoyment out of God's work among you, as I have in so many other non-Jewish towns and communities. But something has always come up and prevented it. Everyone I meet, it matters little whether they're mannered or rude, smart or simple, deepens my sense of independence and obligation. And that's why I can't wait to see you in Rome, preaching this wonderful good news of God. And here ends our readings for the day.